We were below six figures in revenue and we were kind of stuck.
What challenges were you facing during this time?
Finding winning ads was a big one. We didn't have any rhyme or reason to it.
During this situation, when you guys were at this lower MRR, how did that make you feel?
This business is really personal to me. It's my life. There are many times where I didn't know if it was going to work.
What was the biggest turning point after partnering with us?
We knew through your guidance when to scale up ad spend. There was this one day where we probably 10x'd the amount of new sales. I remember in that moment thinking like, holy shit, like this is real. We were below six figures in revenue and we were kind of stuck. You know, we felt like we found product market fit, but we weren't able to grow. We were doing a very similar amount of revenue month over month, and we needed some expertise in media buying and also creative and finding creatives that work. And that's when we got introduced to you.
What challenges were you facing during this time?
Finding winning ads was a big one. We had found some just through our own iteration, but we didn't have any rhyme or reason to it. And working with you has put a process behind it, and one that we can iterate on week after week and have a bit more logic around finding winning ads and growing the business.
During this situation, when you guys were at this lower MRR, how did that make you feel?
This business is really personal to me. It's my life. There are many times where I didn't know if it was going to work. Because of that, I questioned if what I was doing was right. In a lot of ways, finding a partnership with Roveia has kind of helped us prove that we do have a real business and helped us mature and get to a point where we're sustainable and accomplishing our goal of helping thousands of people.
Let's talk about working with us. Where are you guys right now?
We're about to hit seven figures in revenue, which is amazing. Considering that we only started a few months ago, this is incredibly fast growth. It's exceeded all my expectations. We've 7x'd our revenue in 5 months. So things are going great. And with that, there's kind of new challenges, but it's exciting times, and it's due to having a partner that can help us grow fast.
Amazing. While we're working together, what was the biggest turning point after partnering with us?
We found some winning ads. We found winning ads, but also more importantly, we knew through your guidance when to scale up ad spend. Mm-hmm. That was the biggest thing, is that things started to work, and I wouldn't have done this on my own if you didn't push us to. You pushed us to really increase our ad spend, but with a lot of logic behind it. It wasn't just, hey, spend more. And doing that made a huge impact at a time when it was really important for us to acquire as many customers as possible. And so I think that's probably the biggest turning point, was knowing when to scale budget and scale the ad account to get the most results.
Got it. Share with me, Jim, like a moment where you saw, or something that you might remember, where you saw a major shift.
We sell online, right? And so I see when sales come to my phone. And in that way, I know when it's working. And a couple days into November, there was this one day where we probably 10x'd the amount of new sales that we've ever done. And it all came like fast and furious. And that's just an amazing feeling. Like I remember in that moment thinking like, holy shit, like this is real, right? It kind of validated months of, slogging away, trying to make it happen over, within a few hours, or at least that's what it felt like. So it was validating. It was cool. It was great to experience, and, just really helpful to learn through all these different moments of having an expert kind of guide us down the path of growing faster.
Amazing. Tell us about your onboarding experience with us.
Yeah, it was super easy. We just worked with you to connect the different accounts that we needed to, and even that, sometimes I didn't know how to do it. You guys jumped in and did it for us, and there was a whole process of sharing our content and access to our different systems so that you could get in there and do some investigations on what we needed to fix. So it took a couple days, if that, and was super easy.
What improvements have you seen since working with us?
We've been able to scale our ad budget and maintain a really efficient customer acquisition cost. In fact, it's gone down. So we're acquiring more customers for less than we did previously. So it's just a double win in that sense. And so we're growing faster, doing it by spending less money, and because of that, we've 7x'd our revenue within a very short a period of time.
Amazing. Jim, how has this impacted your life?
Like I said before, this is a really personal business to me. So this growth has given me the confidence that I can do this business as my full-time thing. And it's taken my kind of dream of being an entrepreneur and made it a reality. And we were close before, but partnering with Roveia has just really put us over the edge and made us into a leader.
Amazing. What would you tell someone who's watching this right now and they're maybe unsure about taking the next step with Roveia?
I don't know where I would be right now. Yeah. So if you're feeling that way, and you can get into how I feel right now, this is a much better feeling than I had 6 months ago when I was struggling. So I would say just do it. It's worth it. And, you won't regret it.
And then if you could sum up your experience in one sentence with us, what would it be?
Partnering with Roveia has given me the ability to focus on other areas of the business where I can make the biggest impact, because it's given me confidence that I can put my marketing and growth in the hands of a partner that's an expert.